Hello children, welcome to Narayana Live Classes. You have another set of assignment here. Worksheet 1, class 4. Okay, when you complete your lesson or between your lesson, if you're doing this, make sure that you are going to analyze the lesson, you are able to do the worksheets. Okay, what we have here, match the following. Let's see whether you are able to do it or not. You have to match this column with the, you can think this is column A and that is column B, or you can match with the left hand side with the right hand side. So before that you need to read each and every bit, then you can match it easily. Okay, I find here Jog Falls, Black Soil, Nilgiri Hills, Chota Nagpur, Madhya Pradesh. Let me read here. You have Panchmarti, Khajuraho and Sanchi, tea and coffee, Saravati River, cotton, Jharkhand, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Okay, now let's see. Jog Falls you have in Karnataka state. Jog Falls you have in Karnataka. Now let's see whether we are able to find Karnataka, or these Jog Falls fall from the Saravati river. Let's see whether it is Karnataka or Saravati river. So yeah, I find it Saravati river. So Jog Falls go for the C. Okay. Now coming to the black soil. Black soil is very good for the cotton cultivation. Okay, black soil is very good for cotton cultivation. Let's see whether we have cotton anywhere. Yeah, cotton. D is the answer. So Nilgiri Hills. Nilgiri Hills is a triangle in shape. It is in the border of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So Nilgiris is very famous for tea and coffee plantation. Okay, so it is what's this called, terrace farming. Okay, Nilgiri Hills, tea and coffee, yes. B is the answer. Okay, now coming to Chota Nagpur Plateau region. You know, Chota Nagpur Plateau region is blessed with so many mineral deposits. It is compared with the Rhine Valley, which is in Germany and France. Okay, you can understand how much of mineral deposits you find in Chota Nagpur Plateau region. So where is this Chota Nagpur Plateau? You have in Jharkhand, you have in Chhattisgarh. Let's see whether we are able to find it or not. Yeah, you can see Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Odisha. So E is the answer. Now coming to Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is famous for many things. Okay, so what actually you have Khajuraho temple, you have Sanchi stupas there. Okay, let's see whether I can find anything like that. Yeah, see Panchamati, Khajuraho and Sanchi. So this go for the A option. Okay, let me read again. Jog Falls, Saravati River. Black soil is cotton. Nilgiri Hills, you find tea and coffee plantation there. Chota Nagpur Plateau region, Jharkhand, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Madhya Pradesh is famous for Panchmarti, Khajuraho and Sanchi. Okay, this is how you need to match this, and that you can do when you're thorough with your lesson. Let's go for the next option or next slide. This again you have true and false statement. So I'm going to read for you. The rivers of south are perennial. The rivers of south are perennial. Which rivers are called perennial? The rivers which flows throughout the year, which melts from the glacier mountains like Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus. Whereas in South India, you don't have any glacier mountains. And here in the South India, all the rivers depend on the monsoon seasons. Whenever there is a monsoon, heavy monsoon, the river flows. Like you have Godavari river, Krishna, Tungabhadra, Kaveri. These rivers are called as perennial rivers. No, it is called peninsular rivers because it is a shape of peninsula. The southern India is completely in the peninsular region. So South Indians you have peninsular rivers, and North India you have perennial rivers. So the rivers of South are perennial. The rivers of South is peninsula. So this statement is false statement. Is it clear? Coming to the next one. The state of Rajasthan and Gujarat lies in the southern plateau region. The state of Rajasthan and Gujarat lies in the southern plateau region. It's absolutely wrong. Where is Gujarat and Rajasthan? It is in western part. And where you have the southern plateau region? In the middle, in the southern plateau region. Okay, so this statement is also false. So this is India, right? Here you have Gujarat and Rajasthan. So this region is completely a plateau region, southern plateau region. Now coming to the next one, the highest peak in southern India is Dodapeta. highest peak in southern India is Dodapeta. No, the highest peak in the southern India is Anaimuri. Okay, Dodapeta is the second highest peak. Okay, so the highest peak in southern India is Dodapeta. Okay, no, sorry, it is Anaimuri. And Dodapeta comes in the second highest peak. Okay, Anaimuri you find in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so highest peak of southern India is Dodapeta. This statement is false again. You may feel that all the statements are false. So this is the second highest peak and the first highest peak is Anaimuri. Coming to the fourth one, the highest peak of the Eastern Ghats is Mahendragiri. Yes, the highest peak of Eastern Ghat is Mahendragiri. Okay, this is the true statement. This is the true statement. Coming to the fifth, true and false. The southern plateau region of India is rich in minerals. The southern plateau region is rich in minerals. Wherever you have plateau regions, you have to make sure that you have lot of mineral deposits. As I said, each and every landform is blessed with some or other things which is very useful for the mankind. Plains for the agriculture, plateau for the minerals. So even this statement is true. This statement is also true. Clear, children? Coming to the fill in the blanks. The Chota Nagpur plateau is covered by dash forest. The Chota Nagpur plateau region is covered with dash forest. Okay, India is a tropical country and it comes under the temperate zone. So wherever you have the tropical country or tropical region, you find the deciduous forest. You find the deciduous forest. And what is deciduous forest? During at some period, the leaves shut down and the fields falls and you get the new leaves. Whereas if you compare the evergreen forest, you find throughout the year the forest is green. Okay, I mean this you can mostly find where you have heavy rainfalls, like in eastern part of India, in Himalaya regions, some part of in Andaman Nicobar also you have the evergreen forest. Okay, so the Chota Nagpur plateau region is covered with deciduous forests. Deciduous forests. Is it clear? The Western Ghats are known as dash in Maharashtra. The Western Ghats are known as dash in Maharashtra. There are different names in Maharashtra. Western Ghats in Maharashtra, Western Ghats in what you can say in Goa. So what they are asking, what the Western Ghats are known in Maharashtra, they are called as Sahyadris. They are called as Sahyadris mountains. They are called as. They are called as Sahyadris in Maharashtra. Is it clear? Coming to the next one. The season northeast monsoon winds brings rain from dash to dash. The seasonal northeast monsoon winds bring rain from dash to dash. You have the two monsoon seasons, right? Southwest monsoon and northeast monsoon. So here they are asking in which month this winds comes and get the rainfall. So here the seasonal of northeast monsoon winds. Northeast monsoon winds gets rainfall in the month of October and November. Okay, this is October month, right? October and November. Is it clear, children? Coming to the next one. The Dash River is the longest in the plateau region. Plateau region. What is the plateau? The southern. Here you have peninsular rivers. You have peninsular, not perennial rivers. It's a peninsular rivers. So here Dash River is the longest river in the plateau region. It's river Godavari. River Godavari. Coming to the perennial rivers, that is river Ganga. Okay, this is Godavari river. Godavari river is the longest in the plateau region. This is the first longest. The second is river Krishna. Clear? Coming to the fifth one, the Dash Dam across river Mahanadi is the longest dam in India. The Dash Dam across river Mahanadi is the longest dam in India. Mahanadi. Mahanadi flows in Odisha. Mahanadi flows in Odisha. So which dam is constructed on Mahanadi? It is Hirakund Dam. It is the Hirakund Dam and it is the longest dam in India. Okay. Hirakud. Hirakud Dam in Odisha. Is it clear, children? I hope this assignment is very clear for you. Be thorough with your textbook, read the textbook, make a habit of reading your textbook. Thank you, children. Thanks a lot.